Idaho Republicans are against anti-discrimination laws when it comes to sexual orientation because, Lewis, this is the explanation. If you had a gay guy working for you and he showed up to work in a tutu, you should be you should be able to fire him. You should be able to fire him. There's 6 cities in Idaho which have ordinances in place which ban discrimination based on sexual orientation. That's a good thing. That's a necessary thing. And there's leaders in the Idaho Republican Party that want to see those anti-discrimination laws voided, according to the Spokesman Review. And Cornel Razor is the chairman of the Idaho Republicans Resolutions Committee, and he is a self-described liberty person. He said he wants to retain the legal option to fire or not hire gay people because he says, I'd hire a gay guy if I thought he was a good worker, but if he comes to work in a tutu, he's not producing what I want in my office.
So you can't have makes more sense to just fire people that might do that instead of having a dress code, right?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Okay.
Well, that's exactly what I thought of. Most places have a dress code, so unless you're working in ballet, it seems hard to imagine that straight or gay or bisexual, it would be appropriate to wear a tutu. But maybe he doesn't understand employment law.
I would put money on it.
It's very arbitrary also to just ban specific items, right? Just a tutu isn't acceptable, but ballet slippers are fine.
I don't know about this guy.
No, I don't know either.
I think it's just funny that he immediately pictures a gay guy in a tutu.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It says quite a bit about him.
Yeah.
Also, another Idaho Republican, the chairman of the Idaho Republicans, Barry Peterson, said, personally, I don't know anybody that's been discriminated against on any of those issues. So I don't feel like we should have a law to compel me to do something that I'm already willing to do. This is an interesting viewpoint, right? We don't need a law for something I'm already doing. Like, I wouldn't fire a gay person. I've never heard of a gay person being fired for being gay. So we don't really need a law. Let's extend that, right? I mean, it shouldn't be illegal to hit pedestrians, right? Because who would ever hit a pedestrian, right? We don't need laws saying you can't just go out there and deliberately...
Nobody wants to hit a pedestrian.
Yeah. Why would we need to have a law that says you can't point your car at a pedestrian and deliberately run them over? Nobody would ever do that. However, what I seem to find, ladies and gentlemen, is that most of the time, the people who most want to allow forms of discrimination just for freedom's sake are people who conceivably would want to be able to practice those forms of discrimination.
Probably.